72 hours to get it. Otherwise,
yeah. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So we are live there. We're recording there. We're going live here. Let's see. Request had insufficient authentication scopes. Okay, well, maybe we're not going live on YouTube.
On YouTube?
Okay. Yeah, it's not letting me go live on YouTube. I'll have to look into it.
Put it in your Facebook group.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, so instead of that, we'll do this. Go live on Facebook. And I'll just upload it to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to start the Instagram and then I'll there we go. And then I will invite you. Oh gosh, this is so much fun.
You see out my window.
Yay. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. We're doing it.
All right, here we are. Looks like we're live on Instagram. We're live on Facebook.
Oh, this is exciting. This is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm so excited.
We have an echo.
Oh, we have an echo. I don't have my, I don't have an echo.
If it's because we have the Instagram and the Facebook at the same
time. Well, can you turn off your Facebook? Like close your Facebook?
Oh, I don't have my Facebook. Hold on.
I don't have my Facebook on.
Okay, it's only when I have my volume on. Like, am I echoing at all?
Nope, not on my end.
Okay, it's just yours. Okay, well, it is what it is.
Let me think. If you run your microphone, see, I love how we're fixing this all up. If you run your microphone through your computer, that will probably work.
I'm going to do an ear microphone and we'll see.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Is that better for you?
It is for me.
There you go. Yay, we're working. All right. So this is my first live like this. This is our first live like this. I want to be going live like this on Instagram here and Facebook down here every Friday to just engage the community and create some buzz and happiness and share some inspiration and just connect to amazing people. So thank you, Tammy, for being the guinea pig.
I love going in flow, right? Like, so just throw me in, coach. I'm ready to go.
I love it. I love it. So as we get started, I want to introduce Tammy. I'm so excited for her to be here. Tammy Mack is a quantum human design specialist and quantum alignment practitioner. As an intuitive guide, she empowers her soulmate clients and communities to become self-led by breaking the habit of being their conditioned self. Through her signature programs, she supports her clients to expand their thoughts, their beliefs, and tired old stories so they can make aligned action with their lives and their business. No more settling. It's time to take up space, sis. Welcome, 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 Tammy.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited about this talk today.
Yay. We are going to dive into all things money mindset and manifestation. And then at the end, we have some exciting things to share with you guys. All right, so let's dive in. Tammy, tell me a little bit about what brought you to this kind of service.
Yeah, I remember back in 2014, I always felt like I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And I've worked in healthcare for about 20 years. And I wanted to make this pivot in about 2014. And I wanted to call myself a belief coach. And I had no idea why. Fast forward to about 2020, I gave up on my dream. I gave up on it twice. And in 2020, I was just like, I can't do this anymore. With all the social unrest that was going on, I just knew I wasn't in the right field anymore. It was like I said, it was like, I felt like, coach, throw me in the game, I'm ready. And so during a shamanic initiation that I was doing, we went into the Star Keeper's Rite with the Moon Key. And it was through the Star Keeper's Rite that human design found me. I wasn't looking for human design or astrology, it found me. And when I started, cluing in to my energetic blueprints, to my astrology, my human design, my entire life made so much sense, because I always felt like I was here for something very different, but it just wasn't there yet. But I knew it was in the level of thoughts and beliefs. Yeah. And so when I came into human design and found out I was a projector, meaning that I wasn't meant to be working a full-time healthcare job, a very heavy healthcare job. I wasn't designed to be a single mom. I wasn't designed to be pushing, and proving my worth. So it really was coming into my own sense of healthy self-worth that brought me into this whole money mindset thing, because I was using money, I was using my actions to prove my worth. Look how wonderful I am. I'm a single mom, working healthcare, running half marathons. I am woman, hear me roar. And I was burning I was burning myself out in the process. And so coming into self-worth, I was connecting my self-worth to my net worth. And I wasn't worthy unless I was working. And so it's really been this huge journey in the last 2 years, redefining what self-worth is, redefining what wealth is, and redefining the way that I am designed to give and receive.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that story. Such powerful truth in that story. And I resonate so much with that story. Oh gosh, so many things are aligned. And this is, the synchronicities are just, I love how we're having this conversation, right? Because we are, I believe, and I know you believe this too, we are all reflections of each other. Right. And so I was doing the same things. I was, burning that candle. I was running Tough Mudders and trying to be like the ultimate athlete that I could be. Burning the candle at both ends, working a job that, seemingly was a dream job. Like I used to train dogs for a living, right? Like I got to play with puppies all day, but I would go to work crying, right? Because I had that feeling in my soul that I was just meant for so much more. And it was settling. Even though it was an amazing job, it wasn't the job for me. And same thing, as soon as I chose to make that decision for myself, to start loving myself, to start following my heart and receiving the guidance and then taking action, because I'm a generator, right? So I have to receive that idea and then take action and have that full-bodied yes kind of energy before I take action. And as soon as I started doing that, everything just, it was like a duck to water. right? And I started my journey teaching meditation and yoga and leading retreats for women and helping women into self-love. And it's just evolved over the years to get me to this place. And now we're so in alignment because I've been doing the same thing over the last 2 years, redefining what wealth means to me and what abundance means. And for me, it's been this realization that it's never been that I'm cut off from abundance. Abundance is always flowing, right? For me, it's been that my container has been like so full of holes. And so as soon as that abundance flows into me, it just shoots out and goes everywhere. And I've literally had floods in my basement. And this week, actually, this is so funny how plumbing is such a wonderful metaphor for abundance. Is my bathroom sink was clogged for the longest time, right? And I would try and stick all kinds of things down there trying to get it to open up, and it just wouldn't open up. And so finally the other day we took it all apart and we cleaned it all out, and now the water just flows and it goes down the drain. And I'm just like, wow, this is such a metaphor for my life. Like, you get rid of all that gunk and it just flows, right? So I love that. It's so beautiful.
I love how you said, I got rid of the gunk and I allowed, it to flow back in. And I love the other thing, because I'm an energetic alignment mentor. So I catch these subtle nuances that people say. And the second thing that you said was so powerful is I had so many leaks, right? In my physical manifestation and also in my energy, right? I was leaking energy. I was leaking my precious life force energy, and I was leaking in my house as well. And so this is what I love to do is catch the leaks, right? Catch where it is that you are literally leaking out energy so that you can build more capacity in your life.
Yes, absolutely. 100%. And I think so many of us feel like there's something wrong with us, right? We have to fix something, or we're disconnected from that source energy, and there's something wrong that we can't connect to. But like I manifested the clogged sink, right? Everything in our reality is a manifestation of our energy. Whether it's a big significant thing or if it's a little significant thing, it's always a manifestation. And so when we can stop looking outside of ourselves and really get real with what is going on inside of ourselves and choose to make those shifts, everything changes.
I always say, I was in a Qigong, I'm in a Qigong intensive for 6 months. And my Qigong master said, the universe that isn't good or bad, it's responsive.
Yes.
Right?
100%.
But we have been so conditioned to judge that, the Santa Claus, are you a good or bad child?
Yes.
God, right? God is going to judge you. And so we've been so busy judging what's good or bad. Like, I must be bad because all these bad things are happening to me. But the universe is neutral. The universe is responsive to the energy that you're putting out. Your thoughts and the beliefs. Beliefs are just thoughts that you keep thinking and you attach an emotional charge to, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. 100%. And it's so beautiful. Like, when you think of everything as that vibration, as that energy, everything just becomes so beautiful. I remember driving into Vancouver once, and this was right at the beginning of my journey. And I was just starting to play with these concepts. And I thought to myself, what, if I, instead of looking at these people as physical forms, really started to look beyond their physical and see what they were vibrating at, what would happen? And all of a sudden, people just started to turn into these floating lights of color. And there were rainbows everywhere. It was like, that person's purple, that person's green, that person's yellow, that person's orange, that person's a shadow, that person's light. Like, it's just It was just the most incredible thing. And we get so stuck on the physical, right? We get so stuck on the bank balance in our account, or what our house looks like, or the car we drive, or the clothes we wear, right? And none of it's real. It's all vibration. And it is in alignment with not the vibration you're taking on today, it's the vibration of your past, because the physical manifestation is the last thing to come into your reality. Right?
We manifest on our baseline frequency. So it doesn't matter if you're having an amazing day. It doesn't matter if you're having I'll change my language, a bad day, right? Mm-hmm. We manifest through our baseline frequency. And so when we can acknowledge and have awareness of our baseline frequency, we can clear up the energetic leaks of our baseline frequency. Then we can start building capacity. We can start opening up more. And then when we do that, we can start, bringing in higher. I don't like to say higher anymore. I don't see levels as much. More different, more expansive, more abundant ways to enjoy our life. One thing I find is I really notice, I'm a projector in human design, and you don't need to know human design, but the way that I give and receive is very, very different from the way that Mollie does, because Mollie responds to her sacral, like what feels good to her. And I look at my life and I realize I have never had to buy my own cars. I've always had cars provided. This house that I'm living in, I didn't have to go out and get a mortgage. It was provided. The universe works in so many different ways on the level that you are willing to open up and you feel worthy enough to receive. And so I'm coming into the reality of, I don't always have to create it. I just have to get out of my own darn way.
Yeah. I love that. And especially as a woman, I relate so much to that, because at least I grew up believing that my pleasure was secondary. Right? And to allow myself to receive what I desire was a whole year of work, right? To open up and to, get rid of those old beliefs that weren't serving me around, my worthiness of receiving. Right?
Desire versus deserve.
Yeah. 100%. And like you said, like as soon as I got out of my way, it just started to flood in. I love that. So you help people with money. That's what you've got going on right now. Energy of money.
It's really about redefining what abundance is. Now, I say money because money is sexy, right? That's our logical way of determining wealth. But the truth is, my course is really not about money. It really is about our energy. It really is about abundance. It really is coming into the conscious economy where well-being is the currency. Yes. So even though there is money talk, and we do use money in our logical sense, we're really talking about our energy. We're really talking about our limiting thoughts and our beliefs. And we're really talking about our worthiness to receive.
Love that. It feels so empowering and life-changing.
That's why we're here. Like that's why we came. That's why we went through what we went through. That's why we're all feeling a calling to self-leadership. That's why we're all feeling a calling to be the change. And in order to be the change, we have to transmute some dank energy that we've gone through, right? Like that's the inner work. That is the part that nobody sees, that we came here to move forward.
Absolutely. And what powerful work it is for not only ourselves, but for everybody we come in contact with. right? I always look at it like a wave moving outward, because no matter who I impact as a healed individual, as a a powerful energy being, it impacts them in a positive way. And then if they take that and it impacts the next person and the next person and the next person, and it just spiders out, just like, a lightning bolt. It's the same concept.
Yeah, we create a ripple effect, and we lead. We like right now we're verbally talking, but the truth of the matter is we lead non-verbally. It's our aura, our energy that does the talking. So you do meditation, I do meditation quite a bit, and I notice that when I'm doing, even though they laugh at me because I'm doing weird noises and I'm making weird poses with my qigong, they are getting benefits. They are getting benefits from it. And even though they don't understand it, all of a sudden they have a different way of thinking, or all of a sudden they have a great idea. So it's non-verbal leadership that a lot of us are quietly embodying. And then we're also powerfully projecting or powerfully sharing our message. And so it's in such a multi-dimensional way that we are creating change.
Absolutely. And I know you're a mother. I see it in my kids all the time. My kids at 14 are so much more advanced and so much more empowered than I was at 14. And like, it's such a blessing and a gift to be able to see them take what they learn just by being around me as a mother and integrate it into their lives. And now at 14, they're starting to spew it back at me, which is a dream. I love it.
It's so beautiful to watch them at 14 years old, because they're coming into their will center. They're growing their will center right now. And so they're coming into their own mind, right? Because if we connect the will center to the third eye, they're coming into their own mind, their own will, their own knowing. And it could be, and the children, they come in at a higher vibration. Yes. We say that our children are so entitled because we had to work so hard, but now we're deconditioning. No, we don't have to work so hard, and our kids are like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't feel that pressure. And I think, thank goodness we're doing the work. Yes. Our kids don't feel that pressure that they have to hustle hard. They have to do all of the things. They don't feel that pressure. Now, the outside world calls it entitled, yet you and I both know they're receiving the benefits from the work that we're doing. And their generation is going to be growing this new world that we're creating.
Absolutely, 100%. To be always in flow. My daughter and I were having this conversation last night after she came home from one of her activities, that it lights her up. Like, it's just so amazing, right? And I just said to her, I'm like, you have to follow this feeling. You have to follow this joy and this excitement that you have right here. And she's like, oh yeah, I'll never do anything that doesn't make me feel this way, right? It's like, it's just a flat no. If it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't empower, it's not even entertained.
That's such your children are so lucky to have you. They really, really, truly are. I work in mental health and addictions. And so as much as I am the light, and I see the light and I work with the light, my duty is also to go into the dark and to see the dark and to be the balance of the dark. And so definitely seeing the duality, and yet the beauty, right? The beauty as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for doing that work.
We all have our work.
Yeah.
It's no different than anyone else's work.
Yeah, exactly. So you have a new offer coming up. Tell me about that.
I do. I am hosting my second annual Creatrix of Your Money Matrix Challenge, June 26th to the 30th, in my Soul Prism Facebook group. So this is 5 days of getting over the shame and blame in our money game. And so we will be doing some human design. We'll be doing some mindset work. We're going to be doing some energy work on our thoughts and our beliefs, and some dreaming. And so these are the tools that I use in my own manifestation process that got me here where I am today and where I'm going into the future. and I'm lovingly sharing it with everyone else.
I love that. That sounds so nurturing.
I've been getting that a lot, the whole mother vibe lately.
Are you?
I'm like, my kid's 17. I feel like I'm done with the mothering. And yet that is the vibe that my clients and that like the facilitators and whatnot, they're like, oh my gosh, I feel so nurtured. And I'm like, and see, I'm unaware of myself. I truly am. I'm very unaware of myself. And so when people say stuff like that, I'm like, oh, okay, sure.
I love it. I love it. Well, you know, that nurturing energy never goes away. It's part of being the feminine and that flow and that motherly matriarchal energy. It's beautiful.
So that's the word I'm growing into is matriarch. Because matriarch has such power behind it, such a legacy behind it, such knowing and wisdom. And I love the word matriarch.
I love it too. Yeah, for sure. So beautiful. Well, thank you so much for being here. Before we jump off, I also have something coming up that I'm really excited about. I wanted to, embody this energy of summer and relaxation and fun and like things like this, having amazing conversations with your girlfriends and manifesting everything you want. So I've created this really fun little 4-week mini session starting the 27th, so a day after you. And it's called Summer Mocktails and Manifestation. And it's 4 weeks. We're going to go through mastering the law of attraction, amplifying your energy to magnetize to all your desires, embodying your masculine and feminine so that you're in balance, so that you're not always just forcing and doing, but you're in that flow and opening to receive. And then we're going to clean up language. We're going to speak directly to source, clear and concise, so that we can all manifest together. And when we focus that energy, like, where you focus your energy grows, and together, I'm excited to see what we can all create together.
That sounds amazing, Molly.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's going to be so much fun. So thank you for being here, Tammy. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm so grateful. This was so much fun.
Thank you for having me. And I can't wait to have you on the Soul Prism podcast as well.
Yay. All right. Bye, everybody on Instagram. Thanks for watching. Okay, we're going to end that one. And we're going to end this one. And we're going to stop this one.